Hello and welcome to the Fossil Huntress podcast. I hope you guys are all doing really well. Today on the show, we're going to go back to the beginning. I've had a couple of requests from our younger listeners to talk a little bit more about paleontology, what it is, what paleontologists actually do, what counts as a fossil. So we're going to grab our metaphorical shovels and get digging. So first off, what is paleontology? And it's a big word, so let's break it down. Paleo means ancient, and ology means the study of. So paleontology is the study of ancient life. And that means anything that lived on Earth long before humans showed up. So from tiny trilobites to towering T-Rex to plants and leaves. And paleontology isn't just about dinosaurs. It includes ancient plants, sea creatures, insects, microscopic organisms. If it lived a really, really long time ago and left behind a trace, paleontologists want to know about it. So how do we study life that's been gone for millions of years? And that's where the fossils come in. So a fossil is the preserved remains or traces of a once living organism. So that could be bones, teeth, shells, footprints, burrows, plant imprints. And some fossils are what you'd expect. So hard bones turned to stone, but others can be things like petrified wood or fossilized poop, which is a thing. It's called a coprolite, or impressions of leaves. And fossils form over really long periods of time. Usually the process starts when an animal or plant gets buried quickly under sediment like mud or sand. And then over time, more layers build up, pressure increases, minerals seep in, and eventually the organic stuff gets replaced or preserved. And fast forward a few million years and boom, you've got a fossil. Now you might be wondering, what do paleontologists actually do? And they do a variety of things. So we think of paleontologists as sort of, the character from Jurassic Park and they just study dinosaurs, but they work in all sorts of areas. And their job is like a mix of detective work and time travel. So they study fossils to piece together ancient ecosystems, how animals lived, what they ate, how they evolved, and even how the continents have shifted over time, who their neighbors were. If their paleontologist is studying a specific species, they might want to know who else was living in that forest or who else was living in that ocean. Some paleontologists work in the field, digging fossils out of the ground. Others work in labs or museums using high-tech tools to analyze specimens. Sometimes they're taking some soil sample or a stone sample and breaking it down and washing it and taking little teeny tiny pieces and putting them under the microscope. And other times when they get to their work site, the bone is bigger than they are. So it's really a mix. And every fossil is like a puzzle piece, and paleontologists are trying to see the big picture of Earth's history and how that specific fossil fits into it. So to sum it up, paleontology is the science of studying ancient life, and fossils are the preserved remains or evidence of those ancient organisms. And paleontologists, they're the storytellers of deep time, using rocks and bones to tell tales that stretch back hundreds of millions of years. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope that's helpful for you guys. We'll talk a little bit more about your other questions as well, and I'll catch up with you very soon. You take care. Bye-bye now.